Hey YouTube, how you doing? If you are looking for budget tips, if you're looking for how to budget for your family and your household, if you're looking for how to budget for your business, if you're looking for tips on how to save money, how to start your budget and actually stick with it, then you're in the right place. My name is Kimberly Graham. I am with KG Financial and also KG Financial LLR. I really like to be able to help people with their finances. It's one of the things that I just really love to do. So if you're looking for something like that, then you're in the right place. But this video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be talking about baby bump. I think it's really interesting because I feel like everyone knows, but I still run into people, and even in my close circles, that don't know that I'm pregnant. Even with social and Facebook, I feel like it's just something that's known. I also feel like because this is my second pregnancy, I just assume everyone knows, and I just kind of go off like, oh yeah, I'm pregnant. And people are like, what, you are? And I'm like, yeah, I am. And I think it's just a second pregnancy thing, because if it's your first, you're like shouting it from the rooftops and you're like talking about it all the time. So this is my second pregnancy. I am 22 weeks pregnant as of this week. I'm very excited. It's really fun. So far, so good. We're not finding out the gender. We like things to be a surprise in this family. I feel like there are so many different things that you can be, that are known. It's just nice to have a surprise. And so we are trying very hard to keep our eyes closed during sonograms so that we can be surprised when this little one came out. We did that with Sophia, and it was the most amazing thing ever. It was definitely like a Rafiki and Lion King moment when they were able to say it's a girl, and it was so beautiful, and it was just the best thing ever. So we have our names picked out for both a boy and a girl, and our rooms are very gender neutral, and we don't really start picking out like, you know, specific clothing, you know, with bow ties or whatever until we know, and it's really okay. And people always ask me, well, what should I get you? And I'm like, diapers, because that's something every baby will need, and I will be very appreciative. So anyway, so what we're just gonna do is just do a quick baby update, just so people know a little bit about our family, and I'm gonna try and put in a little bit of personal things so you know that I'm actually a real person, I'm not a robot. Some people might ask, oh, she probably works for some type of firm, or she works for some type of business. Nope, I work for myself. I am a independent financial coach, and I do not work with any, or I'm not affiliated with any company or anything. This is just me giving my expertise from what we've experienced, and I'm sharing it with everybody. But I also think it's really important to share videos that just show that we're human. Being that this is my second pregnancy, there's some things that I knew were going to happen. I knew that I was going to have morning sickness pretty early on, and I knew the first pregnancy I had really crazy aversion. I would smell things like the laundry detergent made me sick. Certain scents of foods made me sick. If I like folded my laundry, put them in the drawer, and then smelled them afterwards, would make me sick. I never actually threw up, but it just made me nauseous. And I mean, so many things, the smell of it would simply make me sick. My house made me sick. Like, I would walk in and the smell of my house, just the natural odor of it, made me feel very ill. And so my husband was like, I don't know what to do with you. It was really rough with her. But with this one, the aversions of the scent only lasted maybe a week, and I was over it. I don't know if it's just because I got used to it or what, but I didn't have that many aversions. So people ask me how I'm feeling, and I'll say I feel a lot better, because those aversions with her lasted for a really long time. Whereas for this one, they lasted pretty short, so I wasn't feeling uncomfortable in my own house. Another thing that was really bothering me with the first pregnancy is certain foods I didn't like, and that lasted for a while. With this one, my morning sickness and like nausea, whatever, lasted maybe 3 weeks, maybe, and it was rough, but 3 weeks, and then it was done. So I was like, well, that's it? Are you sure? And I'm like, kept waiting for it to come back. I only had one gross spell of being sick on something, and I think it was just the food I ate or something. It was on Thanksgiving, and I was at my in-laws' house, and thank God we were in their house, and they have a suite inside of their room, because I was on the floor all night writhing in pain. It was awful. That was the only time that I've actually been sick. So other than that, I've been feeling really great. Baby is super low. I don't know what it is. But baby has been ridiculously low. Baby likes to curl up in a ball in like one area and just like add pressure to my nether regions, which is so fun, let me tell you. Gross. I really don't like it. That's the only thing that's been super uncomfortable about this pregnancy. I already feel super heavy already, just because the baby's just like so low. But other than that, I've been feeling really great. Baby's been kicking really good. With my first pregnancy, I had IUGR, and they found it around 20 weeks. It was really scary. It was really frustrating because I didn't know what to expect. She ended up having to we had to be induced at 36 weeks because she went down past the 10th percentile. She went from like the 13th at 20 weeks, then she was at the 10th, and then she was at like the 5th, and then she went back up to the 7th, but they were like, not good enough, we need the baby out. So I had to go through lots of NSTs, which are non-stress tests on the baby. We had to do a lot of BPPs, which are biophysical profiles, where we had to do tons of ultrasounds. And it was very nerve-wracking because it was like at any moment, if anything set them off, they were going to send me to have this baby. And so it was very nerve-wracking, very scary. I was working at the time full-time, and it was just not fun. So that was definitely stressful. So I was really worried about that coming into this pregnancy. But we went in for a 20-week ultrasound, and the baby's at the 53rd percentile, which I'm like, whoa. Calm yourself down. We don't need it. We're good. Like, Sophia was 5 pounds 1 ounce. She kind of slid right out, which was really great. Thank you, Lord, for epidural. And I'm really hoping that this one, I'm okay. You know, I'm like, yo, 6 pounds 10 ounces, that works. You know, I'm trying to like pep talk it. So when they said 53rd percentile, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit scared, but I'll be all right. So I'm like, can we just like, I don't know what to expect. So we'll see. But it looks like baby is growing healthy and doing exactly what they're supposed to do, which is great. I have asked that they give me an extra ultrasound just for peace of mind, because the only reason why Sophia's IUGR was found is because at our 20-week appointment, they didn't even say anything about her weight, actually, or her size, her percentiles. What they talked about was the fact that there was a cyst on her heart and on her liver or kidney, one of the two, one of those really important organs that you don't want cysts on. And so they were markers for different types of syndromes. And so that was really nerve-wracking already. And so we had to go to an MFM, which is a high-risk doctor, to just kind of get another ultrasound. And they said everything is fine, which was like, whew. But then they said, but baby's kind of small. That's the only reason why it was caught. So if that didn't happen, who knows? You don't normally get an ultrasound past that point. So I really requested and really persisted that we need to have another ultrasound after the 20 weeks just to make sure that baby's okay. So we are going to do that in February along with my glucose test. So I'm hoping that baby is still doing great and growing the way they're supposed to go. I have been drinking protein shakes this time, and I'm wondering if that is something that's helping. I don't know. Helping everything grow stronger this time. I'm also not teaching this time around. I'm working from home. I have this one, my daughter with me, so maybe that's helping. I don't know, but I'm really happy this baby's growing perfectly and doing what they're supposed to do. I'm hoping that that continues and that we're good. So I've been craving lots of sweet things lately. Like, I love cookies. Oh my gosh, French fries. I'm definitely more emotional this time around. I cry at the drop of a hat, only to my husband and people who are close to me that I'm willing to be vulnerable with, but like, people will do something for me and I'll immediately get emotional. I didn't know what I wanted to cook one night, and I was drawing a blank, and my husband asked me, hey, what's for dinner? And I immediately started crying because I had no clue. Like, stuff like that, like out of nowhere, you know. And then my daughter is getting a big girl bed, and she's going to preschool soon, and it's just all of the emotions just come out, just like, it's just like a flood. So I've just learned to just tell people, like, if I cry, just don't pay attention to me. I'm okay. Just let me go through my emotions. But other than that, everything's doing great. Baby's doing wonderfully. I am really loving being pregnant. I really love being pregnant, period. I feel the most confident in my body when I'm pregnant because the curvatures are just so, I just love my pregnant belly. I really do. So I'm enjoying it. I'm loving that baby is starting to move around more, and that Sophia was able to see it and Daniel's able to see or feel it, not see it, but that they're able to feel it, and that baby is just starting to grow and show their personality a little bit more. So it's really great. I'm loving it, and I am just excited for the next couple weeks. So if you're interested and have any other questions, or maybe you have some tips for me of like how to help out with the emotions or how to help out with any of the things I mentioned before, please comment below. As always, if you're looking for budget tips and tricks and all that good stuff, make sure that you share my YouTube page, make sure that you comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and make sure that there's a bell. This is so cool. I'm becoming such a YouTuber. This is like my 4th video. So make sure that you click the bell so that you can see all the videos that I upload. I'm trying to go for 2 times a week, but we'll see how this works. I'm not gonna say anything yet, but I know I have a ton of stuff that I'm talking about. So anyway, if I have some other links down there that talk about what I do, and I do have membership courses and all that good stuff, and if you're interested in that, check it all out below. Have a great day, guys. Bye.